nice pair of slacks here with a snap on it, and the snap pulled out of the fabric, as you can tell right there. This was the snap that was in there. Very, very cheap metal. It's such a thin metal that I could bend it with my fingers. So of course it bent and then it pulled right out of the fabric. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to demonstrate how to replace the snap. I went on Amazon and just bought this kit right here for $6 or $7. It's a General Snap Fastener Kit, and the model number here is 1265. When you order this, make sure you order the Snap Fastener Kit and not just the refill kit or the refill. The refills only contain the snap parts themselves. They don't contain the anvil or the expander, and those are important components for you in order to put these together right. So the first step I'm going to do here is I'm going to have to drill out the remaining part of the snap so that I can take the two pieces from the kit here and replace them so they match. And what I do here is I just go to my drill set here and find the right drill size, right bit size that'll drill that out without taking out too much metal. And here I've got a bit that just about fills the hole, just enough to take enough metal to release the two pieces. So the first thing I notice is that when I just try to drill it out like this, one, the fabric turns, but also the snap itself turns around inside the fabric. It doesn't bite tight, so I'm going to have to pinch it. And so what I'm going to do is I got myself one of these vice grips here. So what I'm doing now is I'm just going to go very gently on it with high-speed drill. Just touch it. Don't let it grab. It takes just enough metal off at a time, and eventually it'll go through. Okay, and as I was checking it, just picked at this with my fingernail and it popped apart. So now we've got both sides of the snap off. It's a little tricky to hold the snap while you're trying to drill it and not let it spin inside the fabric. But now that they're out, I can take the two parts and replace both sides of the snap, and I'll show you how that's done. So there are 4 parts to a snap kit, and you got to make sure you don't get them mixed up. So there's 2 that have these little pegs on them, and that's it's much like a rivet. It expands to hold the other piece in place. And then on this side, just like you're familiar with on your clothes, there's the receiver with a little spring ring inside of it, and then there's the stud that kind of pushes inside. So the receiver always goes with the peg. It's very ornamental. It's just the part that would be exposed. It's the outside of the snap that you'll show on the outside of your clothing. So make sure that those 2 pieces go together. And then the other one is the little stud, and it just looks like a piece of metal. It's not very ornamental. So on my pants, you can see this is the outer side. This would be the side that I want the snap to show, the ornamental side. So I'll take these 2 pieces, and we'll do this side first. This is the outside. And the way you do that is I would assemble it the way you would expect it to look, like that. I'm going to turn it over here. Get that little stud, or the little peg to stick through there, like that. And you'll put the receiver on top, like that. And I am actually going to do this because the previous snap had problems with the fabric pulling out. I'm going to take a little bit of Gorilla Glue, and I'm going to put it right inside there to kind of hold the fabric in place. So I'll put a little bit around this little pocket around the outside, or maybe I'll put it on this side, right around the surface here. And that'll hold the fabric to keep the fabric from pulling out of the snap itself, which is what happened with this one. So if you can see it, just put a little bit of glue around the inside of that, not much at all. And then what you do is, on the ornamental side, remember this is the peg with the very decorative looking outside, that goes in the anvil that has the concave surface in it. So here I've put the snap in the anvil. I'm going to push down the fabric right on top of that, nice and neatly. Center it on that plug, that little peg there. And now, take this part, put it on top. And what we'll do is we'll take this, put that right on top, and smack it a couple times with a hammer. Just hitting it enough there to make that little peg expand, just like in a rivet. So now that I've done half of it, I got to do the same for the other half. So the trick here is to make sure that you have the stud pointing in the direction that you want the snap to mate with it. So in this case, I'll take this little peg here, put it from the back side, so it sticks through, and then the stud goes on top of it right here, like that. And then when the snap goes on top of it, everything lines up. So I'll go ahead and line everything up. Again, I'm going to use a little bit of the Gorilla Glue just to hold the fabric in place, and then I'll go ahead and hit the anvil and make that fit. So now that I've got just a little bit of glue in there, the next step is take the anvil, and where you had the concave surface on one side for the aesthetic part of the snap, the other side has a little bit of feature in there. There's a couple little steps in it. So put that side up, because that's what's going to mate with the back of this. Right there. So we'll put that down there on top. Like that. I'll get the fabric all lined up on top and get everything all nice and neat, and then I'll put that on top of it, and then the next thing you'll see is me driving the hammer on it. Let's give it a test. Take the snap and snap them together. We have a new snap on our pants now. And this is what the pants look like fixed, repaired. So you just